Welcome to Let's Play Games. I'm Anthony and this is Satisfactory. Today we are going to build a gigantic factory. Normally I wanted to build something with hypertubes, but that would be literally just copying Let's Game It Out, and that's not what I wanted to do. So more about that later. Also, here are some of the comments from the last video, because why not? Also, a lot of you probably heard me saying in the last video, if I accidentally copy Let's Game It Out, so be it, as I did not look what he all did in Satisfactory. At that point, many of you decided to give it a thumbs down and leave. Like this guy. The probability that this guy has watched the entire video is quite low, otherwise he would have realized that I'm not exactly copying Let's Game It Out. More about this in a few seconds, but here are how many people have disliked the last video. Now, before we continue talking about accidentally copying people, I need to say this. Do not just watch the intro and then when you hear someone say he might accidentally copy someone, that does not mean he is going to copy someone. That means he's not sure if he's going to copy someone, because a lot of people already have played the game, but some people don't seem to have the attention span to watch a 3-minute video. Also, it's better to say that you accidentally might copy someone than having people whine about it that you copied someone, because that does happen. Now let's continue talking about accidentally copying people on YouTube. You could say, well, I copied his original ideas, right? Well, not exactly. First of all, in Satisfactory you can't really copy someone one-to-one. And people like me try to put their own twist in it by completely changing up how we do things. For example, my editing style is completely different to what Let's Game It Out his editing style is. And my videos are way shorter than what he does. Of course, you could always say I copied his original idea. That's the easiest answer that you can pick. But I think these days it's much harder to say what is original and what not. For example, you just record normal gameplay and talk over it. That means you already copied a lot of people that do Let's Plays. And of course, I know there are people that basically copy a script from someone else and just make it a little bit different. That of course is copying and not even giving credit to the person that they got it from. But what I do is basically just give a warning that I could accidentally copy Let's Game It Out without wanting to, because I almost do the same stuff he does on his channel. But of course my videos aren't as long as his videos and don't have the quality as his videos. And I do have a different editing style, as you can see. Now, something people may not care to think about these days anymore is that in the past, well, I shouldn't say in the past because it's basically still going on, that smaller channels still use bigger channels as inspiration. Of course, some of them just are learning how to do YouTube, so they're trying to copy the editing style and stuff. But then there are people like me who already have an editing style, but no idea how to do content really well. For example, I can't really entertain much. That's why my videos are so short. But of course there are also people that can entertain a lot, but don't really think that their editing style is entertaining enough. And the best way to learn how to entertain or cut videos is by just doing it. And of course, just copying something completely and saying you did it all on your own is not a nice thing to do. Now, of course, it's always up to the viewer to decide if somebody has copied someone or not. Anyway, would like to hear your thoughts in the comments about this, and if you're questioning why my English sometimes sounds bad, it's because I'm German. Anyway, Well, let's just snap this forest out of existence. Well, the forest is gone except that one tree over there. Let me just... Well, now it's gone. Anyway, I hope you had a great time watching, as I don't think I'm going to continue here any further for now. And yeah, I'm not going to say that if it's getting some likes that I will continue it, because I might just disappear for a bit again, but who knows. So yeah, I hope you had a great time watching, and till next time.